I know y'all love Usyk. I know y'all love Bam. And I know y'all love the Monster. I love him too. Shakur top 3, and he ain't 3. And the only reason why I won't give him number 1 is because Usyk is he's a small man fighting on big guys in the heavyweights, right? So he's a cruiserweight fight heavyweights. I give you that. Other than that,
Inoue's also moved up a bunch. By the way,
but that's the difference. The difference is I haven't seen none of them guys y'all talked about that y'all love beat another elite fighter
that was a 2-time
that's well accomplished like T.O. is. And Shakur made him like a kid in there. I mean, it's an amateur to a pro. I was sitting behind Andre. Where I said, Andre, I said, dog, did you know it was easy?
Did Sean McCoy slip up and tell the truth? I don't think he was supposed to say that. Did y'all hear Max Kellerman in the background? Well, Inoue jumped up a bunch of weight classes, and LaShawn McCoy shot that down with another truth. Listen, guys, if you don't know who LaShawn McCoy is, he was an all-pro running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. LaShawn McCoy was on his way to becoming literally the greatest running back of all time. I was comparing him to Barry Sanders. But Chip brought his behind over there to Philadelphia and jacked that whole team up. But I was surprised when I saw that LaShawn McCoy was working for Ring TV. I was surprised. And so, sometimes, LaShawn McCoy pisses me off with his takes. He does sometimes. But this one right here, man, he got it right. He got it right. And I argue this all the time. What is with these people trying to force these fighters to the top of that pound for pound list? How is that going to help the sport when that pound for pound list is lying to the fans? Shakur Stevenson just did something that these fighters never did, and that's beat an elite fighter. Listen, everybody talks about Junto Nakatani, and I'm still trying to figure out how the hell did this dude magically appear on the pound for pound list? And then you got some nutcase, trying his hardest to justify Inoue being on the pound for pound list by talking about his belts. And when I think about a fighter holding on to a belt, I always ask, and I always want to know who was the previous owner of that belt. Shakur Stevenson is now the ring champion. We know who that previous owner was, right? We know who that previous owner of that ring belt was. Everybody knows. Everyone had a conversation about him all the time. He was even being mentioned as a potential top 5 pound for pound fighter once upon a time. Some people were getting ready to place him top 5 if he would have beat Shakur Stevenson. So everybody knows who Teofimo Lopez is. So LaShawn McCoy said the truth out loud. He did. He wasn't supposed to do that. You see, Max Kellerman and the other guy, the writer, these guys are great manipulators. That's what they are. LaShawn McCoy is not on code yet. He's not. Because Max Kellerman tried to cut LaShawn McCoy off by bringing up Inoue. Well, Inoue jumped up, all these weight, but LaShawn McCoy spoke the truth. That's cool and all, but Inoue has never beat an elite fighter. He hasn't. Neither has Junto Nakatani. Shakur Stevenson is a 4-division world champion, unified in 2 weight classes. A champion at 135, and now he's a champion at 140. And yet people still want to place him underneath guys who has never beat an elite fighter. Never. And that's crazy. I have Shakur Stevenson number 3 on my pound for pound list. I have Devin above Shakur simply because Devin Haney accomplished undisputed, and then he defended his titles against a so-called all-time great, Lomachenko. He beat Lomachenko. He defended his titles against George Kambosos, and then defended his titles against Lomachenko. Then moved up to 140 and became a world champion there, and then moved up to 147 and became a champion there. So I have Devin above Shakur because Devin accomplished undisputed, and Devin has a better resume in my opinion. But Shakur Stevenson just beat an elite fighter. And I don't understand why people are having a difficult time with respecting what Shakur Stevenson just did. Just like when Bud beat Canelo Alvarez, people were still iffy about putting him number one. Well, you know, Bud Crawford hasn't fought in a year. He only beat Canelo. Listen, Canelo Alvarez, and I keep saying this, Canelo Alvarez supersedes Junto, Kenshiro, and Inoue's whole entire career all put together. That is a fact. Teofimo Lopez supersedes Junto's whole entire career. And that's a fact. Teofimo Lopez overshadows everything that Junto has done. And that's because Junto don't have anybody on his resume. He has no name recognition on this. There's no name recognition on Junto Nakatani's resume. And you literally can make that same argument about Inoue's resume. Inoue don't have a resume. He doesn't. His resume is not deep. There's only 2 names on his resume. Names that the boxing community knows and respects. And that's Nonito Donaire and Stephen Fulton. That's it. A lot of people talk about Inoue's belts, but can't even have a conversation about the previous owners of those belts. That's what bothers me, and it bothers me a lot. I'm waiting on somebody to acknowledge the so-called champions that Junto, Kenshiro, and even Inoue beat, because we know if a foundational Black American fighter were to magically appear on the pound-for-pound list, a lot of people will question his position. A lot of people will question his resume. A lot of people will ask, what did he do to get there? And that's for a fact. Kenshiro's, the Juntos, the Inoues of the world, why no one ever questioned or wondered who are the fighters that elevated these fighters? Who are the fighters that these fighters had to go through to be elevated into pound-for-pound status? Because that's how it works. Junto has never beaten a pound-for-pound fighter. He's never beaten a Hall of Famer. He's never beaten anyone that's worth mentioning. Inoue's beaten a Hall of Famer. He sure did. He beat Nonito Donaire. He beat a decent fighter in Stephen Fulton. But Junto, who did he beat? Who did he beat? What fighter that Junto had to go through to be elevated? Who is he? Where is he? What is he doing now? What is his status? What was his status before Junto fought him? These are the questions that needs to be asked when an unknown fighter magically appears on the pound-for-pound list.